Welcome back to Transformers Cyberverse Season 3. Today we're reviewing Episode 8, The Citizen. As we begin this episode, we see Maccadam, followed by a bunch of other Maccadams, in a battle against a bunch of these insectoid-type creatures. I thought maybe these guys were a reference to the enemies in Diaclone, but I don't know enough about Diaclone to know for sure. It's also weird that there's a bunch of other Maccadams. I know it's probably a limitation of the animation. It probably would have been too expensive for them to make a bunch of new models just for this scene. Kinda makes me wish that this show was 2D animated, because then you could have a whole bunch of unique character designs, like how in Transformers Animated, a lot of the background characters were different and were individual characters and weren't just recolors of the same model. I also wonder who these guys are. They're obviously not the original 13. So who are they? Just another ancient tribe of Cybertronian cavemen or cave bots? In the current time, Perceptor tells the other Transformers that the Titan that they are in has a cloaking module. That's how the Quintessons can't find them. And if they can locate it, they could replicate it and presumably give themselves cloaking abilities so that they could freely move around Cybertron and save their friends without the fear of being seen by the Quintessons. When Clobber points the way to where Maccadam usually goes to get more energon, she's pointing to the door in which one of the previous season's reviews, I translated the Cybertronian above it, and it turns out it says toilet. So apparently Maccadam goes to the bathroom to get more energon? Gross. When they go inside, it seems to be more or less an empty room. It looks like there might be some crates of energon by the walls, but that's it. No stalls, no toilets, no urinals, not even a sink. So the question is, do Transformers actually have to go to the bathroom? Because if they don't, then why did nobody ever question Maccadam on why he had a toilet in his bar? Is it strictly in case an off-worlder decides to ever visit Cybertron and goes to his bar and needs to use the restroom? And I guess if Transformers don't actually have to go to the bathroom, that means they would never need to go in there, or they might accidentally discover the secret elevator that leads down into the Titan Iaconus, which is exactly where the Transformers Resistance ends up going. Inside, they discover a series of training rooms, and apparently Transformers love to fight, because they go for several hundred rounds, until they eventually call Perceptor to bail them out of the unending onslaught of drones. Drones which, funnily enough, look like the insectoid creatures from the flashback at the beginning of the episode. They also seem to have something written on the sides of their guns, but it's in a language that I can't identify. Percy says that his arm was ripped off by a large monster. He also says that the Titan houses
a large medical facility, a massive armory, and a vast energon depot.
Which the Cybertronian writing here matches what he's saying. I also wonder if any or all of these will come into play a bigger role in the upcoming episodes. When exploring the barracks, they discover they are in the legendary war titan Iaconus.
Iaconus, the Star Savior?
Iaconus, the Moon Puncher.
Iaconus wasn't real.
And they are attacked by a giant version of Skullcruncher, based on the G1 Headmaster character. Although we never see him transform, but he is later scolded by Maccadam and called by name. The Transformers find the cloaking module, but Maccadam tells them that it's not time yet. Maccadam obviously having the ability to see through time. Back up at Maccadam's bar, Perceptor asks Hot Rod what's next, and Hot Rod says that they're going to wake up Iaconus, even though Maccadam literally just finished telling them that that was a bad idea, which seems pretty dumb even for Hot Rod. And that's it for this episode. I like how they built up Iaconus and filled in some of Maccadam's backstory. I like how they didn't just make Iaconus an easy solution for them. Like all they have to do is just wake him up, he'll trash the Quintessons, and then everybody will get to live happily ever after. By making Iaconus a constant warfighter, that means even if they defeat the Quintessons, the Transformers will then have to defeat Iaconus or be destroyed by their own savior. Which makes it kind of baffling as to why Hot Rod is so eager to use Iaconus even after Maccadam told him that it took the lives of all his friends to stop him the last time. I did like how the training montage seemed to bring them closer together as a group. Hopefully this leads to more teamwork in future episodes and less squabbling over who's a Decepticon and who's an Autobot. Well, let me know your thoughts on this episode down in the comments. And don't forget to like, subscribe, share, and do all that other fun stuff. And I'll see you back here for episode 9, The Trial. Oh boy, we know all about the Quintessons and their so-called trials. See you then!